My name is Louie Estrada. I'm the chef owner of My Cuban Spot in Brooklyn. Today we are blind tasting beef empanadas. So today we're tasting beef empanadas. I have 4 beef empanadas that I've never had. To be honest with you, I've never knowingly had frozen empanadas. I like to make my own empanadas. We serve a couple different types of empanadas at my shop. We have a beef empanada. We do una empanada, what we say in Miami, guaya y queso, and Nutella. That's like a dessert empanada I came up with, something, we serve to the people. Some empanadas are baked and fried. All my empanadas at the shop are fried. I do see that we got one here that is baked. And yeah, I'm gonna dig right in. So this is the first empanada I was talking about. This is definitely baked. Has a good crunch on the crust. Nice and soft in the center. Very meaty. So the meat to dough ratio is great. I'm big on that. I don't like when empanadas are like a quarter filled or half filled and you're biting into just straight dough. I like to get, the protein right away. The beef is good. I'm not hating this one at all. Actually going in for a second bite. Save that for later. This is the second empanada. This is like perfectly done. So it might have been done by a machine. This you can tell was hand pressed. So shape is a little different. This is fried. And I can tell that the meat's on this side. So I'm gonna start from this side. It's not bad. I feel like there's too much cumin in this. Weird little aftertaste that you get in at the end. And that kind of lingers around. And the dough is super thick. So, whereas this was nice, crunchy, baked, soft in the center. This is very doughy. And like I said, the balance of the seasoning is a little off for me. So I won't be taking a second bite of that one. Essentially, it's picadillo that we're putting inside the empanadas. What I'm looking for is, something that takes you back home, something that's very nostalgic. Abuelita's picadillo, basically formed into an empanada. So like I said, the seasoning was off. I'm looking for, a different kind of sazon. I'm looking for cumin. I'm looking, for olives. I don't know if any of these will have olives, but I'm looking for that briny, that briny taste, that home sazon, and that bit of tomato, the salt ratio. So let's skip on to this one. This is a huge empanada. So also looks like it was hand pressed, very crunchy. So you can tell the dough is different on this one than this one. And I'm actually gonna break this apart a little bit to see where the meat's at. So this isn't filled very much, as you can see. So let's get down to the meat. That's fucking horrible. Oh shit. All right, this is a major fail, and I'm gonna show you why. This right here looks like dog food. So this is something that's been processed, and it's very pasty. That's bad. So it's very pasty, almost like un pasta de carne, and it's just a fail in every which way. I don't even care about the crust. I just by the look of it, I thought it was gonna be tasty because of the crunch of the crust and how it bubbles up from frying it. I like that. My empanadas at the shop do that, but there's no filling. So what you saw as far as the filling goes, that's all it. So 3 little, I hope you're not eating while you're watching this, but it's like a piece of poop. This shit is bad. Like, I don't even know what to fucking say. It's really, really bad. And there's no filling. But this is an extra large empanada dough. So, yeah. Woo! All right, this last one, all these can be baked or fried. So you're also getting the nice little bubbles on the dough. We're gonna crack this one as well. So when you're frying, air goes into, you're gonna have holes and whatnot. Air goes in, which makes it bubble up a little bit. I don't know if I'm a little afraid of this one too, because just by looking at it, you're gonna see it's pasty also, but I do see olives, so that is a little exciting. All right, here goes nothing. Yeah, it sucks too. So you do get flaky. I don't care too much for flaky. I like crunch. I love when you get a nice little crunch on the outside of an empanada. You get that like crunch and then that meaty soft center. That's what I'm going for when I have an empanada. Too crunchy, is too much. It's like that perfect balance. It's flaky. I don't hate it, but the inside, once again, the seasoning. Yeah, this can stay right here. I'm actually gonna go back to this one for a bite that can stay in my mouth and kind of linger around for a little bit. Yeah. See again? And if you saw my episode on Pan Con Podcast, you'll see that I love when you bite into an empanada and you still got the juices, kind of the shit that runs down your side of your face. You'll also see with this one, I took, as you can see, 3-4 bites already, how full the center is. I love that. So this empanada kind of turns me on a little bit. Flavors are good. You can see it has the pimentos. I don't see olives, but I'm not even gonna get mad at it because even the inside is pretty tasty. And I'll show you what we were talking about before, where if you do this to the empanada and you kind of let it sit there, that looks more like you would be eating picadillo. You can even add rice to this and you're golden. That's more of what I'm looking for. The rest, so this is dry, okay? And the only reason why I did that is because there's two things I do when I eat empanadas. We already talked about the shit that's dripping down your face. That comes from el aceite, so the oil that you're cooking it in, the tomato base that you're cooking it in. The tomato creates like this layer. It's like a lava turns orange, and that comes from the sazon. So you get that, even the bottom of the plate. If you see, that's the stuff that coats your rice and how you can have just arroz con picadillo and it be insanely delicious because it wets the rice. This is super dry. So you can tell there is no aceite here. You can tell what they do is, and what some people do out there, which could be a great debate, is they take all that lava and that salsa and they drain it to then start making the empanadas. And I completely disagree with that. These are all the same, as you can see. So these three on this side, you already knew the poop that came out of this one. It's fucking disgusting. As far as textures, this is the only one I would probably buy at the store. I don't know which one it is yet. And if I was to grade these, this would be 1. And these you might as just well throw to the side. I wish they were off the table. But if I'm forced to go 1 through 4, I'm going to go 1. And I'm not going to go 1 through 4. I'm going to stick to my guns here. This is just going to stay to the side. So this sits in this corner. You're not getting picked up by the dodgeball team. They're not even last to be picked. They're not going to get picked at all. Sad. And this one, facts, I would buy myself. This is something that I would eat on a regular basis. Yeah, and that's that. All right. Winner, beef empanada dinner. Oh, man. All right, so here we go. All right, let's start with here. Goya. Sorry, Goya. I was actually hoping that the best was more on the Goya side, but it's just not gonna do it. So this was, I mean, these were super horrible, you know, just shit in the inside. I use Goya empanada dough. So, you know, I don't make my own dough yet, but I do use Goya empanada dough. So if, you know, that's any consolation, Goya, I mean, I still use your dough, but sorry, these just empanadas don't hit home. Let's just put it like that. Kikuet, I've never ever seen this brand before. Maybe because I've just never looked through it, but I've never seen this brand before. I don't know where it came from. But these empanadas just, they gotta stop circulating and they gotta stop making them that bad. This is, and it has no fillings, so I mean, I don't know how much they cost per box, but it'll just be, you know, going into the garbage. This was the flaky empanada, Publix brand. That makes sense. Even though some Publix brand stuff isn't bad, you know, the generic Publix brand stuff, they got a beautiful picture of the empanada in the front that shows a red onion and a green bell pepper. So we know those are some of the ingredients. To name a few, we got beef water, textured vegetable protein. Okay. Soy flour, sofrito mix, which is onions, green peppers, red peppers, tomato paste, green olives. Yeah. Whatever you say. And these are Wild Fork. Wild Fork I've actually never tried before. What I love about Wild Fork is that the empanadas look exactly how it looks here in the picture. So as far as marketing and branding, they're doing a great job, even from the pimientos on the inside, and you know, their beef mix, fantastic. So these are the ones we baked. They would have tasted good regardless of how we fried or baked them. Beef, onions, egg, red bell pepper, sunflower, dry garlic, onion flakes. You can tell that these paprika, so you can tell these are a little more health conscious. And I mean, 2 grams of sugar, 18 grams of carbs. And just to kind of, you know, compare and contrast here a little bit, these shitty ones are 41 grams of carbs compared to 18 grams of carbs. They say 8 grams of protein. That's a fucking lie. There's no protein in there. But yeah, I'm actually really, really impressed. Not only with the empanada, but the branding on this box is great. So they're not cutting any corners. The empanada is fantastic. I would definitely buy those and eat those at home. These don't even feed to your children. That would just be like abuse. So I wish I was able to grade 1 through 4 today. I really wish that there was a 2, 3, and 4, but these are all 4s. I mean, I would be doing myself, you know, a disservice and to you guys by saying that. So if you see these boxes, don't go for them. Wild Fork all day. And that was our beef empanada tasting. There's nothing more to it.